So, how is Portland, Maine, sir?
It's awesome so far since I've been here. I've been here for maybe like a week now. I would say. I came here a few weeks ago, but we had 1 week, and then we had preseason in Bermuda, so we just got back last night. So yeah, a little different. Good weather.
Well, I was going to say, so you had preseason camp in Bermuda. Please explain yourself, sir. Portland Hearts of Pine and Bermuda. That sounds like it's two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, two different, two different. We went from like it's freezing here, and then so I went from Arizona because I'm staying in Arizona now to Portland, and then to Bermuda. Bermuda was amazing, amazing.
How can you guys learn while you're in Bermuda? That's my next question.
Exactly, exactly. It was tough. It was tough. It was tough.
What was it about P Hop that you were like, yeah, I think I'll go here for my next stage?
So it was I think that one of the main thing that drove me here was Bobby. Bobby reached out to me, and he told me about the city, about the he told me about the community, how passionate the fans were, and he seemed like a very genuine person as a coach, and that was very important to me to go somewhere where like good staff and good team. They did very well last year, and yeah, they did very very well. So I knew we were gonna be good. It's a team. They really shocked like the soccer world in the USL, and they set up a high bar. I've watched many of the games. They sold out a lot of their games, and I just wanted to be a part of that. And so that's why I came here. And now that I'm here, like I'm gonna give it all, and I really, really want to win here. So
What were those conversations like? Did Bobby tell you, "Hey, I want you here to do this, and this"? Is it I need a veteran in the locker room for a growing team? Was it something else that I'm missing out here? Was it choice D, all the above? What were those conversations like?
yeah, so he called me and he told me like kind of my role, and he told me like, with your injury, like I know we're gonna be patient with you, and I know you're not gonna be a 90-minute guy right away, but we want you to work towards that. So like, he also told me about the community, and it's like a big Angolan population in Maine. So that was one of the things that really drove me out here. So
Did that surprise you that there is a large Angolan contingent there, by percentage, obviously? Was that a shock to you?
yeah, for sure. Because everywhere I've lived in Atlanta, I've lived in Arizona now. Like I don't see many Angolans ever, like nowhere.
Mhm.
So I guess they're all just hanging out over here in Maine. So that was a surprise.
Well, and have you had the chance to in the few days that you've been there, have you had the chance to interact with them or reach out, or have you started that process to get acquainted with them and them with you?
So obviously when they announced me, it's the club is very big. Like they showed me a lot of love, like the fans, and then a lot of Angolans and Congolese, which is like close because I speak Lingala, which is a Congolese language. They like went in my DMs, hit me, reached out, like, hey, like I'm from Angola, like I can't wait to see you play, this and that. So I've been replying to like every few of them and told them like, hey, like yeah, excited to meet you. Like hopefully we can meet soon. I one of the people like I went to church with an Angolan the week before we went to Bermuda. So like I'm integrating like slowly, but I haven't been here for so long. Like I said, we've been here for 1 week, and then we went to Bermuda. So now we're back and get the ball rolling.
I'm still trying to sink in with this idea of, yeah, I was in Portland, Maine, and then we went to Bermuda, and now we're back. So last year, how tough was it? I mean, folks could follow your progress on social media, what have you. You're injured, you're rehabbing. How tough a calendar year was it for you?
Man, it's a grind. I think it's a grind. It's hard mentally, and it's very hard because it's a lonely road. I want to say like I had my support group for sure. I went back home and did the surgery in Arizona. So I had my support there, but it was hard, especially the beginning. Like it was like very hard, but once like I came to a realization that I'm gonna be out for a whole year and that I can't physically play, that's when I came to that realization, I was like, okay, like I gotta either work work hard to get back, or I've just got to sit here and moan and like not get nothing done. So, but yeah, but the beginning it was terrible. Now it's much better.
What did you learn? What have you learned about yourself in this process?
I learned, I learned to not take things for granted when I'm out there playing. Play as hard as you can. I learned discipline, and I learned how much like I could do. Like if I just put my mind to it, like every day waking up, like I have to do it. Like if I want to get back to, playing, because obviously I had to learn everything again. Had to learn how to walk and learn how to be an athlete. So I learned to like every day, like I have to wake up and do something like 1% every day, or else like I won't be able to play again. So I learned just that discipline of working hard. So
On a scale of say 1 to 100, or if we let's keep it to 90 minutes. Let's keep it to 90 because of 90 minutes in a match. On a
uh-huh.
scale of 0 to 90, where do you think you are right now in your recovery?
So right now, I still have a long way to go.
Mhm.
At the club here, they've been really kicking my butt. So they've been hard on me. So every day I'm doing like 3 sessions a day. So I would wake up, gym, go outside, do ball stuff with the trainer, and then go back inside, do the BFR. So I'm not with the group like fully yet, non-contact, but like right now I'm just working on fitness. The other day I jumped in because we did fitness. I jumped in with the group, and it was hard, but like I did it, and like it felt good. So I'm definitely in a good spot. So like some of the things, like for example, like um obviously it's a mental game, and some of the things like the cutting and stuff, like I was nervous about, but like
Mhm.
now, like like when we did the fitness, I slipped a few times and got up and was like, oh, like I could do it. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. But my timeline is like two months ish, so I'll miss maybe the first few games, and
Mhm.
then I should be good to go.
Well, so you mentioned that first thing that goes wrong, for lack of a better word, that first slip, that first fall. Are you kind of freaking out at that second, that like that you have that gap of like, okay, I've fallen, and then it's like you take a beat and then you realize, okay, we've gone through that. We've gone to the other side. Was that kind of how it was when you took that first slip?
Yeah, for sure. That's how kind of how my recovery has been. Like first, like I question myself, and they tell me, "Hey, do this," and I'm like, "Dang, I don't know if I could do it." And then once I do it and kind of jump over that hurdle, I feel much better. Like I kind of jumped into a rondo, did a little bit of rondo, and I didn't think I could do it, and then I defended as well, and I'm like, oh, like I can actually do this, It's just that mental like block. But once you go past it, you feel fine. So yeah, when I slipped, I was like, because I was wearing tennis shoes, I slipped,
Hmm.
and then I put all my weight on that foot, on that leg, and I was like, oh, this isn't so bad. Got up and then ran again. So it was, yeah. So it's just that mental. That's where I'm at. It's just that trusting myself again, and knowing like, hey, my leg is strong. It's okay, and I can do it. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, and obviously in each step of your career, each location that you've been, I imagine that you've got to learn a lot about yourself. You're different than you were in Omaha, and you're probably different from where you were in Des Moines, when you were, crushing it with the Menace and that all-star squad that they put together for Open Cup and stuff. And then,
Mhm.
the cup of coffee that you had at All Coombs, which I thought was really interesting. What was it about challenging yourself there that was the it's like, "Yeah, I think I'll go there." I mean, it's not every day that somebody is gonna sit there and go, "Well, I think I'm gonna go to Libya and play professionally." What have you learned about yourself each step of the way?
No, yeah, that experience was a bit crazy.
Mhm.
I've never since I left Angola when I was so young, and then my mom always goes back to Africa and she enjoys it and everything. So I mean, part of it was going back to kind of Africa and being close to kind of where I'm from, and like wanting to see like the culture. Because I came here when I was so young and like I kind of got spoiled with this lifestyle, so I kind of wanted to see all that to kind of see something different. Obviously, like here we play the same teams and stuff like that, so I wanted to like kind of step out of that zone, like my comfort zone, and kind of see something different. So that was part of why I went there.
Yeah, and I get that completely. You're playing at the Christiansund, and then obviously the cups of coffee that you have. You start with Atlanta United, and
Mhm.
all the other pieces there with Memphis and Phoenix and such. Obviously, since we're based back here in Atlanta, I have to ask you this question:
Okay.
what did your time with United do to help you become the professional that you are today? Do you think?
Yeah, so when I first signed with Atlanta United, obviously I was very young. I took a lot of it for granted, and I wasn't as professional.
Hmm.
And they like after they saw me kind of like start slipping off, they try to help me, like said, hey, like we're gonna put you on every day. You have to weigh yourself. You have to do this, do that. Like, cause when I first signed, like I wasn't eating breakfast or whatever. So they were telling me like, hey, you have to show up at this time. Make sure you eat this. So stuff like that. So, yeah. So at that time, I took it for granted. Now that I'm a little older and a little wiser, I would say, like I would have definitely did a lot of things much different for sure. So I think obviously on the football side, being with Tata, like he loves playing and everything is like fast paced with him, lots of pressing. So when I went to like the Omaha and the Des Moines and all that, it was much easier and it felt like it slowed down a little bit more. So that it helped me in that way, like on the field. So.
What has it been like for you here in the States to be in, and I'm gonna go ahead and use air quotes and put a dollar in the jar, to be in these non-traditional soccer markets like a Memphis, like a Des Moines, like an Omaha, and you see how they respond to the sport? What's it been like for you to be in those kinds of places to see how the sport has grown since you've been a professional?
Yeah, it's like a different world. Obviously, the USL they're growing every year, and they're doing good stuff, and like the fans are bought in. Like for example, here the fans are amazing. They no, but it's definitely growing as a whole. Back when I first started, like the Memphis, like we didn't have lunch or anything. Like, yeah, they would make us like we would have to make our own breakfast, like the bagel and stuff like that. And we didn't have lunch, so we would have to eat at home. So, but now it's different. Now you get breakfast, you get lunch, and all that stuff. So it's amazing to see. And then now they're gonna have they were talking about the relegation, which I think that would be pretty cool. If it happens. So.
What expectations do you have of yourself this year in Portland? Or is your expectation, "Hey, I wanna just be a 90-minute guy and see where it goes from there?" Do you have an idea as to what you want to accomplish in the '26 season at all?
Yeah, I wanna stay healthy. That's the most important thing for me. God willing, play the whole season. And like Bobby was telling me, like I know I'm not gonna be a 90-minute guy right away, but no, I wanna work towards that. I definitely wanna work towards being the 90-minute. I wanna be reliable. Somebody like the coach can, hey, we need you to play 90 minutes. I'm there. I want to play freely like my old self. I want to, dribble without a doubt, like without thinking about it. So no, I want to use this year to kind of get back to myself, and the most important thing for me is to stay healthy because this is a big injury and it's my first injury, so I don't know what I'm gonna be like as a player. Because as you guys know, like I love to dribble, I love 1v1, I love all that stuff. So I don't know if I have to shift my playing style yet. So no, but physically I feel good. When we're doing stuff outside, like I'm moving good. So yeah, so my biggest thing is just for the year is just stay healthy, be confident, and be reliable. So
As always, my friend, it's great to see you. Great to see you in this next stage, in this next city, and I can't wait to see you in the. I can't wait to see you in that lighthouse kit.
yeah, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I used to when I was on the national team, we wore but the US one.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm
All
excited.
right. Well,
Have
it's
you ever been to Portland?
no. I have been to Boston, and that's about as north as I've been.
Okay, okay. That's close. You should come out to a game.
Well, I mean, if we can get to do the morning show live and figure out how to do it, we'll certainly do that. But
Yes, sure.
yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing the vibe is like up there. I can't thank you enough for doing this, especially as you're getting ready to be the Lagos Kunga 2026. It's great to see you, my friend. Don't be a stranger. You can come and crash at any time.
No, for sure. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much.